Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're just coming across this channel, my name is Grace Ezekia. I'm a registered nurse that is currently in the United Kingdom, but originally from Kenya. So as you can see from the title, today I'll be discussing on the causes of painful sexual intercourse in women. I'll be focusing entirely on us ladies. Why do we experience this pain during sexual intercourse? So I've been having people ask me if this pain that they're experiencing, if it's a normal pain or not. So experiencing this pain is not normal. Sexual intercourse should be something that definitely someone enjoys it. And if there's a period that you're experiencing this pain, then it means that there's something that is not okay. Your body is simply telling you that there's something that needs to be checked out. So if you're the one who is interested to know if you're having this this kind of issue and you're interested to find out more, please make sure that you watch this video up until to the end. So the first point is infection. So if you've got an infection, and the most common types of infection that we've got is the sexually transmitted infections like gonorrhea, like syphilis, like chlamydia. If you're this person that has this kind of sexual transmitted infection, then there's a high possibility that you might be experiencing this pain, because you know that when you have this infection, there are these things that are not normal in your body, and during this penetration or in and out, there's this, you might experiencing this kind of pain, because in this certain kind of diseases, we've got things that grow in there, like even what some of them got to even bleed in such situation. So if you're experiencing such pain, it's better for you to go to the hospital and get tested, because if you get tested, then the doctors will be able to find out on what exactly is this infection, if it's either syphilis or maybe gonorrhea or maybe other kind of infection, not only the sexually transmitted, although they're very common ones. If the doctors get to know what kind of infection you've got, then they'll be able to treat it accordingly. And I will also advise you, if you've got a partner, it's better for you, both of them, for both of you to go get tested and for both of you to get this treatment. And also in this case of the both of you being treated, is also advisable for you to prevent having sexual intercourse, to prevent the reinfection. So if you've got this kind of issue, please visit the hospital. So the second point is vaginismus. What is vaginismus? Vaginismus is simply the automatic response in our body, is when our body automatically like closes or tightens up the muscles that are around the vagina. When someone attempts penetration, when you actually attempt penetration, like for example you attempt with your finger, or maybe those who wear tampons, or maybe if during sexual intercourse, you find that our bodies like automatically tightens the vagina so that nothing can get in. And what are the causes of this vaginismus? So there are no like specific or medical conditions that have been found that to cause this vaginismus, but the most common of them are signs or things that cause this vaginismus is maybe like if you've had like a previous or the first time you had this sexual intercourse, maybe you found that you had a very bad experience. In the coming days, you just have this fear in you that you might be having the same experience as the one that you had initially. So if you had a bad experience, you might, and you're experiencing this pain, then there might be a high possibility that you're experiencing vaginismus. And another thing is that maybe some other medical conditions that other people have might cause this vaginismus, and also the fear of you having a small vaginal orifice and just fearing that, oh, maybe this whatever is going to be inserted in, it's something that you just have like fear in you, like you're going to feel pain, and that the vaginal orifice is too small for maybe the penis to penetrate in, or maybe for the tampon to penetrate in, or maybe your finger, then the body automatically tightens that area to prevent the penetration. So what are the how do this vaginismus, how do it get treated? So in most cases, you undergo psychotherapy, and in terms of psychotherapy, you just get to see a physician who is going to be talking you through on the sexual, going to be giving sexual education on you, and going like to prepare your mind like emotionally, so that you're able to understand and to like bring your mind closer during this period of sexual intercourse. And another thing is like trying to do some pelvic exercises, of which they're going to help with your pelvic floor muscle, so that when this time comes, then you're able to prepare yourself psychologically. So those are two main things that can be done, among other things that are also be done. So that is the second point. And the third point is menopause. So if you've got menopause, then menopause begins in different ages. There are those people who start menopause early. There are those people who start menopause late. So depending on whatever time you start your menopause, you might find that during this time is when you've got different hormonal changes, hormonal imbalances. And at this period, you find that your vagina is very, very dry. You don't like produce too much fluid, or you don't produce fluid that you've been producing like regularly in your, like when you're still not in your menopause. The fluid that used to come and the fluid that is supposed to is coming at that point, the fluid diminishes. You tend to find yourself very, very dry, and you find that during this penetration, you've got to find that there's this friction. You just like imagine like it like you don't have any fluid, so there's this friction. And during this penetration of in and out, you might find that other people also start to like develop some wounds and some other friction, and other people also bleeding during this friction. So the fourth point is genital irritation. So it might genital irritation or just an allergy to maybe spermicides or maybe latex. There are those people who are allergic to latex, and you might find that these condoms that have latex, when you use them, then you get to find that you develop these allergies. And also some soaps that other use, some lotions that other people use. So you might find this when they come into contact with your skin in that area, then you'll develop this allergy. And when you're developing this allergy, well, it depends on what kind of allergy, but you might develop these small rashes that they might be painful upon penetration. So what to do on this in this scenario? It's better for you to just like try to avoid these things, identify what exactly causes this allergy, and try to avoid as much as possible in order for you to prevent this allergy at all costs. If there are those condoms, that try to use those condoms that don't have latex, and try to avoid these soaps and these oils that will cause allergy on your skin and prevent painful sex. So the last point is about constipation. So you know that our bodies, the way our bodies are, where our intestines are, you find that the vagina and the intestines and those they're just in close proximity. So when you've got this fecal matter that is stuck somewhere, when you're very constipated, when you're constipated, you've got this fecal matter, or let me say feces, that is very hard somewhere. So when it's just stuck somewhere, it doesn't want to come out. And there's also some other thing, like maybe penis, or maybe your finger, or maybe tampons, or other things that people insert in. When there's like penetration and there's this feces that is stuck there on the anal area or inside the bowels, then you find that there is this, you'll experience a lot of pain because of the stretching and everything. Then there's this pain that you'll experience. So it's better for you to try and take a medication to help with your constipation if it's something that is very chronic. And if it's something that you're able to prevent, then take a lot of fluids, take a lot of vitamins, take a lot of fluids that is going to prevent you from having constipation. Then upon this constipation also, there's this like period, there's the other people who are actually taking some of the antibiotics. You find that you might also experience this pain. Actually, my last point, taking some of the antibiotics might actually cause you to experience this pain. And what is the reason behind this? The reason behind this is when you're taking these antibiotics, it means that in your vagina area, there's this we've got this normal flora. It's called normal flora that is there. So normal bacteria that is there, that your body needs, it's there. So when you're taking this antibiotic, your body is also fighting that good bacteria that is supposed to be protecting you, that vaginal area. So when your body also fights that, it means that area is going to remain without any protection, and it's going to be very dry. You might find yourself experiencing a lot of maybe itchiness and some little bit of pain. So you find when you're having any penetration, then there are going to be this pain. So I don't think there's a way to prevent that. But if there's this specific antibiotic that causes that pain, or not only antibiotics, but there are several medication that happens that causes that. So if there's a specific medication that you've noted happens, then you can ask your physician or your doctor to change to another medication that will not cause such. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that we can grow. See you in my next video. Goodbye.